What's up, lovely people? Welcome to another episode of Prime Connect. I'm your host, Carl Blinks. So today we are in for another episode of Savannah Records. So we are talking to the resident engineer, Kobby Beats. Charlie, welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you, boss.
So tell us a little background about yourself.
Kobby Beats. We all.
Okay.
But then Kobby is my name.
Okay.
Kwabna.
Okay.
But then we say Kobby because we are fancy. So Kobby.
Alright.
So I just added a beat because of the profession. Kobby Beats. Yeah.
Okay.
Kobby Beats.
Alright. Alright, Savannah Records. Why the name Savannah Records?
Savannah. Okay, so basically I think it's portraying where we are coming from.
Okay.
Yeah, so that is why we chose Savannah Records.
Alright. How many artists do you have under the record?
For now, I think we have 3 artists.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you tell us the artists?
Okay, so we have Alaptawan, Possible, and then Zelen Savannah.
Okay.
So, but then our main CEO is also into music. So, but he is not a signee, so I cannot. But then if you are talking about the artists, we have 4, but the signees are 3.
Okay. All right. So we know there's an upcoming EP launch. Can you take us through what's going to happen?
Okay, so I would like to, should I say, go through it small before maybe I come to your question. I think for 3 years now we have been working with these artists.
Okay.
Yeah, grooming, teaching, learning with them and everything, playing a little shows, releasing single tracks, and then I think that was to face the industry in Upper East here.
Okay.
But now we are moving out Upper East. We want to move into the Ghana music industry.
Okay.
So we chose the name Explode to explode, and then maybe we are exploding from here. If it blasts, maybe Tamale cry, you know.
Alright, so the explode, there's going to be an explosion.
Yeah.
You guys are making a mark in the Ghanaian music industry. An explosion always draws attention, so you want to draw attention, if I understand it that way.
Correct.
Okay. So the EP, how many songs?
Songs from each artist, and then they have one collaboration. So basically, we have 10 songs.
Yeah. Alright, so you heard him, they have 10 songs on the upcoming EP and they're going to explode. So let's delve a little back into the beat making. What's the process of like programming a beat for an artist? What do you go through? What happens before the beat comes out? And you take us through that process.
So normally what I say is music is spirit.
Okay.
To me, that is to my understanding. Because there are times you sing a good song to me,
Okay.
but when I don't have the inspiration, the beat is whack at the end of the day.
Okay.
But when the spirit is around, the inspiration is around, we are good to go. Because sometimes doing production, you will see like after playing some claps, you hear something playing in your eardrum, like add this, then finally we have the whole production done.
Okay.
So that, as I said, there are days it wouldn't come. So you will sit down and shame back. So
what brings the inspiration? So let's say I come to the studio today and I want you to program the beat for me. What do we do?
yourself brings the inspiration.
Okay.
How you enter the studio.
Okay.
There are people when you are producing for them, you check like they are just dull.
Okay.
They sit down, you have to use your brain to do everything. You become tired.
Okay.
There are people when you start something small, they will sing until you are done.
Okay. So that means you vibe from the artist.
Thank you. It's production and it's a production work. So you myself we are doing it.
Okay.
But when you leave it on me, I will have to reconstruct a rhythm and I'll have to play the beat according to it. Then finally I'll push it to you. I've done the work 100%.
Okay.
But when you are singing, even you can.
Alright, so you heard it from the man himself. There's going to be an explosion on the 23rd. So please be there and witness the explosion for yourself. Alright, so you mentioned 3 artists. You mentioned Zelen, Possible, and Alaptawan. There's more concentration on Alaptawan. Is there a particular reason for that?
I think with every label, there should be someone pushing the brand.
Okay.
Yeah, and Alaptawan is fortunate; he's been here for I think 2 years now. So we are using her as our main, should I say, target
Okay.
to push the brand. That does not mean our other artists are not good like her, but you know, women, yeah, myself and yourself should understand it better. Women, when they do something extraordinary, some believe music is for men.
Okay.
So what she's doing when she does it and then people see it, they'll be like, wow, 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 and then the attention is on her.
Okay.
So we are putting her, and now when you look at it, she's the only female between them.
Okay.
So basically, that is it.
It's
We
just
are,
trying to push the brand.
yeah.
All right. So talking about women, what's the relationship between you and
The producer, she's an artist.
it ends there?
Oh yeah.
All right. So do you, in terms of management, okay, do you believe that with a female artist in the management team, being in a relationship helps push the artist?
Relationship.
Yes.
Which relationship?
In a love relationship helps push the artist.
Oh, sometimes
The
it
artist
works.
and management.
Oh, sometimes it works for some people, but I've never tried that, so I wouldn't know.
Okay. All right. So coming back to the explode, we know it's happening in the today. So and you said you want to make a mark in the music industry. So what comes up after the EP launch? What is next for those three artists that are on the label?
Alright, so we are looking at, already we have some tight collaboration, or is it featuring on the EP? That is featuring Teflon Flex and then Brass Band.
Okay.
So Zelen has a track with Teflon Flex.
Okay.
Possible also I've got a track with Brass Band,
Okay.
but Alapta is solo on
Okay.
it. And then we are looking up to shooting some standard videos, promoting it up to the highest level, and then we are also still looking into releasing the video of the Explode track on that particular day. So
All right. So it's going to be EP launch and then video as well.
that is
Video
left on
premiere as
to
well.
the management.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay. So are you looking to sign any more artists, or you just want to go with these three artists?
For now, we want to go with these artists. We make name and then we help.
Okay. All right. So coming back to your production, taking an artist who is not under the label. So what is the process? If I want to do a track with you, what's the process? What do I have to go through in terms of booking you, studio session, and everything? Take us through that.
Oh, you just want to come record your track and walk
Yes.
away? Oh, it's very simple. This is a commercial studio.
Okay.
So you call, you make an arrangement, you book for time and everything.
Okay.
You make your payment and you have the work done.
Okay. So what is the standard fee for, say, a song?
Okay, so the standard is 500 CDs. That is a master track production.
And then when you're doing a demo mixtape,
I don't do demo again. Maybe mixtape or master demo production.
okay.
Yes.
All right. So with looking at the music scene in Navrongo, what is your take in terms of production, in terms of artists, and how we project ourselves musically as compared to other places like say Boga, Tamale? What's your take?
I think for now we are moving.
Okay.
Yeah, because looking at it last year, it wasn't like this.
Okay.
Yourself, should I say, you did something last year which brought the attention of the people that, yeah, as a solo artist, you can do something like this, and then, but before they were all scared. Like, hey, Charlie, people, will they come? Will they come?
Yeah.
But it used to happen. When you go down south, Boga, people do it. When we talk about Boga, I think Bewin, he blocks the road every year. You understand? I think this year he's taking it to the Nat Hall. So it do happen. So we have done it before. A lot of artists are doing it. Fancy Gada Makasio, they are doing it. So previously we were afraid. But it's like, I don't know for what you did, but it was just like, let's do whatever will happen. And fortunately, it happened. Alapta also had a concert last year, and it was good. So just like that, and then now you see the upcoming ones saying, I want to launch my this, I want to do this, I want to do this, putting the big ones on it, and then they are moving. So the industry, I think, is doing well. It's doing well, yeah. It's projecting.
So what do we have to do to move forward?
Oh, for every day I say it, work hard. be prayerful, support your brother.
Okay.
Yeah, because when you try pulling someone down, someone whom you see that if I leave this person, the person will go there. You are only disturbing the industry, not the person.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, someone can stand somewhere and say, Fasigada is from Tamale, who is from Navrongo.
Okay.
Yeah, so
That's a fair point.
yeah, so
Okay, so you heard it from the man. He said we should work hard. We are still here with Kobby Beats. So in terms of putting out music as a record label, what is your process? Do you put it out on free sites? Do you put it out on sites that you download or stream and you probably get something from it? Or what is your process in terms of putting out your music?
okay, so I would say previously we never do something like download, pay for it or something.
Okay.
It was just free to maybe let the people feel what we have for them.
Yes.
So I think, but on our Explode track, a single track that was just released ahead of the EP,
Okay.
we kept it on the audio mark,
Okay.
and I think it's doing well from that time to now. It's really improving. So we look up to monetizing it, promote it for some time. We are not looking up to money, but we are looking up to the standards. At least we should be noticed, or should I say we should be on all the platforms. If someone is asking who is Kobby, the person search on AudioMark, the person should be able to see who is Kobby. So not just for the money, but we are doing it to should I say to meet the standards.
Okay.
Yeah.
So looking at Navrongo music, okay, do you think that we are up to that level of probably putting our videos and our tracks on sites that are being monetized, or do you feel that we should probably put it up for free? Do you think that if you put it on a site that's monetized, people will actually go out, download, buy, or pay through mobile money or anything, or you think that the free download is the best way to get your song to the masses? What do you think?
All right. So for per my understanding,
Okay.
you are asking if it is good to should I say monetize your track.
Yeah, not that it's good, but in Navrongo, okay, in Navrongo, okay. Let's say I decide to upload my song on After,
Yeah.
and you know After works with mobile money.
Mhm.
Do you think that the people of Navrongo would go out to buy the song on After?
For After and Navrongo, don't try it. Yeah, I will say it. Don't try it.
Why not?
Because you know that nobody in Navrongo, except maybe your family members, your relatives, will say, let me use one CD to
Okay.
purchase this track.
Okay.
Don't try it.
Okay.
You are wasting your time.
Alright. But I think as a people we have to get there because okay, I have a personal experience of that. A couple of people went out to buy the song for 2 Ghana cedis. There were not many though, a few from Navrongo actually. But I think before the industry grows here, we need to do that.
For me, I would say it's good you do it
Okay.
to meet the standards, but not for money.
Okay.
Because let's assume you are selling it for one CD. You cannot get up to 1,000 people to purchase it.
Okay.
So what are you doing? Sometimes even registering with After, you have to
Yeah,
pay
you
something.
You pay them.
So you can imagine, at the end of the day,
and
you
you
don't
still have a
get.
minimum amount before you can even withdraw your money.
Thank you. So at the end of the day, you don't get your money you kept in it, and the money is not up to, should I say, the level where you can say, let me withdraw. So what are you doing? Is it not better you
But
go by the street and
I think we'll get there.
we are? That is why I say we are moving.
Okay.
Because when you look at it, even previously, people in Tamale, they used not to monetize their song until Fasigada and Makasu came.
Okay.
That is for what I know.
Okay.
Yeah, I think George Cliff also used to do it.
Okay.
But then not all. Because when you look at it, look at yourself and then look at where I'm going. You don't do something to force people. At the end of the day, you are forcing people to say something else.
Okay. Alright, so if I understand what you're saying, even the monetization comes with the artist. So you look at yourself, and probably the caliber of artists, and then you thinking as to whether people will come to buy the song.
Not really. Not really. Look at yourself.
Okay.
How many people can you boast that at least these people will buy the song? Not your standards.
Okay. By your fan base.
Thank you. Even not your fan base, you can have plenty of people behind you. But then at the end of the day, they won't do it. Because those behind you, they already have a song. When you are going to studio, they are with you.
Yeah.
So you don't expect them to use their money to do those things.
But the support. Somebody can hear your song and still say fine.
Fine, that is the person. That's what I'm saying. It comes to relation, your family member. Aside that, your family member will want to buy it so that, and then we have some people they are guy. So they will just buy a call you, hey, bless. I bought your song.
Yeah.
That is different. But when you are putting it out there, you have to calculate how much am I putting into after?
Okay.
How much am I going to make? How many people will purchase it? Before even you consider putting it there. But at the end of the day, if you put it there, maybe you have the same idea and putting it there to meet the standards.
Yeah.
It's cool. But to make money out of it,
You want.
okay. Like,
I hope you guys are enjoying the interview as much as I am. Kobby is saying that your family and friends are the ones who are going to buy the song.
For now.
If we put it on after for now. Alright. So I want us to delve into another interesting area with regards to music here. Looking at artists, program organizers, and looking at paying artists to perform on shows. Okay. I know most of the shows here that's being paid. There are a few shows that artists are being paid. And even those ones that the artists are being paid, it's not much. And I don't know what's your take on that. Do you think that artists should be paid for shows, for performance? Do you think we're up to that level, to demand a certain amount to be on the show?
Okay, I will start it this way. If the show organizer is an artist, you don't have to charge. Because let's have it this way, you are supporting. Yeah, there is no problem. After the show, if the person is giving you something, I think you should be entitled to some amount, but don't overcharge. Look at yourself and charge. When you look at Kobby,
what's your definition of overcharging?
Overcharging. Sometimes you say, looking at maybe they call for a program, maybe let's say December to Remember. Just this is a commercial show, so they call you to come and perform, and you just say, I'm taking 2,000. I'm taking 5,000. Yourself have not pumped such amount into your career. So how then do you want one day, not even a day, 30 minutes, not up to perhaps, then you want 2,000?
Artists who make more than
if I should tell you, they are already there, well-established brands. They pump money into whatever they do. They've pumped about thousands.
I want to put you on the spot.
Yeah.
Let's say Kobby Beats is organizing a show right now. Okay. Commercial beats in your band and artist. Okay, let's say in phase 2 or really young. How much would you pay?
I will have an upper hand because I've worked with really young before. I've worked with phase 2.
Forget about working with them.
No, but it still counts.
I just want to put you on the spot. How much would you?
I will not say I will have this amount for Willie Young, this amount for phase 2.
Okay.
I will wait for phase 2 to tell me how much he
wants.
But I wouldn't expect phase 2 to overcharge because phase 2 should know me that this program I'm doing.
Regardless of the knowing, okay?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Probably establish.
He should know me that this amount I am charging, even after the show.
So if
I might not get it.
To charge you 2,000, you pay.
2,000. Not I won't pay. I might not get money to pay.
Okay.
You understand? So sometimes.
So how about the shows that get sponsorship?
It depends because you wouldn't know how should I say the terms and conditions between them and them. You understand? Yeah.
Okay.
You wouldn't know. Sometimes they only put it there to make the show contain. You know contain.
Yes.
Something.
But okay. So
sometimes too, they put it there. They get something small. Let's say 500 cedis.
Okay.
That is, if he's giving you 500 cedis, or I'm sponsoring for the venue, I've done something. But you cannot use that money and come and pay car blinks and then perhaps I'll have to one.
Alright. So with all these things, we pay for studio session. Because I'm in a group with artists, and then sometimes I follow the discussions. And then some people are saying, okay, I'm not going to perform on the show for free. Do you think that as an artist you need to perform
for free?
For some shows?
Very, 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 very.
Okay.
Very, very important. Because, hey, bro, if you are saying you are a big star in Navrongo, and for that matter you are not performing for free in Navrongo,
yes.
No problem. There will be a better, bigger show that will come with a stage you have never, should I say, mount on it before. You wouldn't want those people to. Let's assume Happy Man Beaters or Adonko or whatever is coming with, should I say, is bringing Stone Boy into the town. This is a bigger platform for you, because sometimes when these people are coming, they bring this should I say TV stations along. So when you perform better, you nail it well, you don't know who might see you, and then your support will come from there. Because I remember some time ago, I think some years back, when Alapta went on stage to perform, when I think Happy Man Beaters got KK Fosu and Kofi Kenata. That was where Happy Man Beaters got to know Alapta. And it was like, wow, wow, wow. And then wow, 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 you don't know. You understand? And then some small support will come from there. So if you are saying you will not perform for free, you are protecting your brand, no problem. But not every show. Don't look at some just shows and say
don't demean some shows.
You know it. You know what I'm trying to say already. So it's very necessary.
Alright. So talking about Tawan and then Happy Man Beaters. I think you people had a deal, or Happy Man had a deal with her. What was the situation?
We didn't have any deal. Okay. Happy Man Beaters wants to help us.
Okay.
Yes. And he is still helping us. Okay. We are looking up to, should I say, to meet his standards. Okay. Yes, so that maybe you put in whatever he has got to push us to the highest level. But we don't have any formal.
So there was no formal, no signed deal.
Not maybe if there was, my manager should be the best person to say to us.
Okay, so we've been having an exciting interview here. So the Explode EP is coming up on the 23rd of December at the Mayaga Hotel. I'll let him tell us what is going to happen that night, so you know what exactly you are in. So tell us about the concert.
Okay, so the concert, I think, with what we have, do something different.
Okay.
Yeah. So we have a couple of artists from outside Navrongo coming into Navrongo, not because they are bigger than the people here, but sometimes giving our artists the chance to perform with such people. You will not know who the person will come with. So the person seeing our artists performing very well, it will even bring some kind of, you understand, some kind of support from anywhere. And then looking at what we want to achieve, that one I can't say because I don't know the word to use. Something bigger, if there is a word. Yeah, so bigger, something better than what perhaps we have been doing. So I think on that particular day we will have a float with the From Flex, Brass Band, our artists, and a couple of artists in town. Yeah, and then we will visit the radio stations, and then they come for sound checking for all the artists, and then we wait for the whole night. I think with what the From Flex is promising, he said he has some stew, and then he will bring your rice. He said Brass Band is coming as a dragon to spit some fire.
Wow.
And then the rest.
Kablet packets my spoon and
Kablet is coming to Joko there. So you understand. So
okay. So you heard it from the man. There's going to be an explosion on the 23rd at the Mayaga Hotel. You can't afford to miss it. Come, let's support the brand. Let's support the record label. Let's support Navrongo music, and let's see how we can move forward. So Savannah Records, okay, in 5 years, where do you see Savannah Records?
Next 5 years. That one, some guy be in a corner champ. Okay. Unless he should come and sit here and then tell him the dream is very big. 5 years time, maybe competing with Chris Brown.
Right. So you heard it yourself.
Yeah.
Any social media handles where people can follow you to get your information or?
Okay, so it's Savannah Online TV.
Okay.
Just follow it on social media. I think all the social media handles.
Okay.
Then everything is already, should I say, always posted there.
Okay.
So you can, and then myself, you can follow me on all social media handles. Kobby.
Alright, so Savannah Online TV, follow them for all the gist of Explode coming up on the 23rd. Kobby on all social media handles. You can follow him Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, everywhere. If you want any dope beat, any dope production, you can contact him. He'll cook something very
Yeah.
nice for you. I can testify to that. Okay, so he's going to show us something small, the production process, how he programs the beats and all that. So he's going to do some small magic for us to witness, what happens in the studio, what goes through the beat making process and all that. So, Charlie, take us out. We just watch it. Yes.
Okay, so I take see my area, see my killers and everybody. This is my wife.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is Fruity Loop. I think I use Fruity Loop to do most of my works.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think let's go with an Afro beat, something small beat.
Okay.
So I have my simple clap. Then as usual we have a ba 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 ba. I'm ready for the single ba 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 ba.
Make it go the beat before.
All right. So I name this as maybe so something small like this. So that's my conga.
Okay.
808 conga. So I like using this a lot and then
Okay.
so yo. I move like that. Something like that. I mean, I don't follow far, so sometimes if you do
The situation is supposed to be a noisy place.
wow. Alright, so we have our record.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
So you can witness the magic, yeah?
Alright, so now I'll have to just make it simple. I need some chord or something. Next. Alright, let's try this. Let's see.
Yeah.
So what chord we have to So I think I like this, so I go with this and then I record this. Sharp.
Okay.
Sharp.
So you can see within a few minutes they are just producing something good for us. I'm feeling the vibe. Okay.
So record this one, then we go quick. So that's the metronome. See, beat. Let's go. Alright, so still you go for my
Yeah, this is a live production. We just put it together right now. And it sounds so. Like I said, if you do this metal, this is where you come. Do production, this is where you come. We sort you out one time. Okay, so you guys just heard the live production of an instrumentals here with Kobby Beats. So with all the sound, I'm sure you didn't really get what was happening. So he's going to take us through, tell us what and what he kept together. So Charlie, what happened? What happened? Tell us.
I think okay. So the whole idea began with the clap.
Okay.
I think you hear something like that.
All right.
And then I added the conga to give me the Afrobeat feeling.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But right from there, I needed something like a plug so that I can get a groove.
Okay.
So I brought in this one. After that, I went for my strings. Okay, so some simple melody here too. Then maybe right today we have the kick.
Okay.
The normal kick. And then I love to use this 809.
Okay.
Some will love to use 808, but I love the 809 because it gives me a sound that people want, some energy.
Okay.
Something like that.
All right.
So to get that,
Okay.
we have something simple like that.
Okay. All right. So you heard him. He added melodies, strings. I don't have an idea what's happening, but I'm sure you enjoyed the beat as much as I did. All right. So let's just take a small listen on the beat and see whether we can do something for the explode. Can you?
Sure. I think let's begin with
Okay. So one connect with Kobby Beats. Explode EP on the 23rd. If you miss her, you do yourself. Alright guys, we've been having fun. It's mad fun here. I hope you enjoyed it. It's Prime Connect, connecting people. We always bring you the best in entertainment, news, everything that's happening in Navrongo, in the Upper East, in Ghana, in the Bob. So Charlie, big out. We out. One time.